Oh, okay.
Bam, boom. It's your nigga Ice City 5-1 motherfucking no.
It's your homeboy and his Uptown Jackson.
I got a tank top on because we're in Atlanta. It's not really that hot, but when I took my sweater off, I realized I didn't put a shirt on. So I'm sitting in here in the tank top with the AC on.
And it's beautiful.
We are here to talk about URL resolution, what we seen, what happened, you know, just our whole thoughts about everything that we experienced.
And a little bit of truth that needs to be interjected when y'all hear shit about some of these battles.
Yeah, so first, this is our first time to Atlanta, to a URL event that wasn't on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Smack. Them niggas know how to hold this shit down. We went to the Face Off. Face Off was pretty dope. The only people we didn't get to see Face Off was K-Shine and Tay Rock and Twerk and John John.
Shout out to Shotgun for involving me in the Face Off. I actually thought that was pretty cool. I wish I was better prepared. But if you watch the Face Off and you hear Shotgun be like, and this nigga don't even think I can rap. Tell him. He was pointing at me. And then Chef Trez said, well, the nigga got you winning. They were talking about me. That made me happy.
Yeah, so that's very true. If y'all see that, that is what happened. You know what I'm saying? So we seen the Face Off. Niggas was hyped to go see the battle. Next day we got there, pulled up to the venue, motherfucker full line around the corner.
Shout out to Smack. Even though you niggas in New York, because we was in Atlanta, they had the Southern hospitality popping, nigga. There was nigga out there with a grill with links, nigga scooters that you could ride around in if you got bored, them little fucking bird scooters. Nigga had hella shit that y'all could just fuck with. Well, no, the radio station, the scooters, and the food. But that's more than any other event that I've been to. So, shout outs for that shit.
Yeah, the venue was really dope. And the inside had AC, wasn't hot, alcohol, you could smoke. They was supposed to have food, but they didn't, so they was letting you leave and bring food in there. The shit was dope. I really liked it. Now, the battles, on the other hand, was a different story. Now, like I said, the first thing I wanted to address is the crowd.
I think that should be the last thing that we address. Ooh.
Why?
Well, like address in detail.
Well, yeah, well, I just want to say, it was kind of hard for me to listen to a lot of the battles because the crowd wasn't really quiet. And on top of that, we were in VIP. So, like, the speakers were facing to the front, and we were kind of, like, behind the speakers. So it took us a while to adjust to the sound and actually be able to hear the shit over other motherfuckers talking during the goddamn battle.
Yeah.
So it was like talking on the stage at all times. It was talking on the stage, talking in the fucking crowd, talking in VIP. Like, the shit was crazy.
Luckily, we was in VIP with some niggas that really like battle, so they was pretty much attentive to the battles. But there was niggas behind us, niggas over at the bar. But I think that after the first battle or so, I had gotten pretty acclimated and I could hear the shit.
So the first battle they had was Shotgun Suge versus Chef Trez. It's kind of hard. I'm gonna have to see that one again on camera. I feel like it might come down to the third round. I feel like Chef Trez might have edged the first round in the building. Shotgun Suge might have got the second round. And in the third round, I couldn't really tell what the fuck happened. So it was like...
And see, I got Shotgun Suge on the first, and then whatever round that nigga pulled out the hat and apron.
That's the second.
So yeah, I got Shotgun Suge with the first two. And then once again, yeah, the third was kind of hard to discern.
Yeah, so it was like, but you know what I'm saying? It was a good battle. First battle, energy was there, you know what I'm saying? Chef Trez from Atlanta. he was getting love, Shotgun Suge from fucking Jersey, but at that point, that first battle, I don't even know if any of them, I don't think none of them niggas got booed either.
No.
None of them, that battle didn't get booed. They did good for the first battle, you know what I'm saying? They should be happy with that. Second battle was Young Ill versus Briz Rawsteen.
Audio a little better. Got to hear the battle. Now, fortunately, I had already heard Briz's rounds, so that I cheated on that one.
I didn't hear his rounds.
I heard a lot of them,
but I heard him. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard him. So that shit was, like I said, that was pretty dope. Like hearing the rounds when they make them, and then hearing them in a battle is two different things. It's like coming up with a move when you practice and then trying to do that move in an actual battle, in a fight, in a basketball game, a dance battle. You know what I'm saying? You don't really never know how that shit is really gonna turn out, if the other person gonna be able to counter it or da-da-da-da-da. So when Briz was spitting his shit to us by herself, it was seeming like nigga Ill didn't have a fucking chance. But when we was there, I don't know if it's because of the crowd or the energy, it just seemed different, and then it seemed like they was hitting. It probably was because of the crowd that I don't feel like the bars or the way he was trying to say his shit came off.
Who, Young Ill?
No, Briz.
Oh, Briz.
Because it, like I said, it wasn't. Yeah, it didn't seem like it didn't. I thought it was gonna be over for Young Ill. Actually, Young Ill, that nigga was rapping, saying some cool shit. But after a while, they started booing the nigga.
Yeah, anytime, literally, because I was fuzzy night, but to my recollection, anytime throughout the night, a nigga started talking something that wasn't just gun bars and fucking your mama, like they lost the crowd. The crowd didn't want to hear no talk to him shit. Nothing serious, nothing heartfelt. Nah, nigga, we want to hear, fuck this nigga, I got a gun. Fuck this nigga's daughter, I got a gun. But yeah, I think Young Ill had gotten into some real shit and they weren't feeling it.
Yeah, so they started booing that nigga. You feel me? So that was probably damn near like the end of that battle. Now who you got winning that battle? Cause I really honestly I can't remember what them niggas was saying. That was another battle where it's like the audio wasn't better for me. I couldn't really catch what the fuck them niggas was saying.
I could, and I got Briz winning just due to the fact that I wasn't born, but yeah, I kind of, the shit Briz was doing, the nigga had this figure 8 shit and carving the nigga up all kinds of ways, and then he did this thing about who is this nigga, and then Briz ran down his resume, and talking about views and shit. So I really like Briz did his thing on that fucking battle.
No, he did. It's just,
and then
I want to see it on camera, but I feel like too, another thing was the crowd was really fucking this shit up, and it's like not only with the crowd, but the motherfuckers that was on stage kept fucking talking, and that shit was getting through the fucking microphones. And it was even to the point to where them niggas had to tell them niggas to stop talking because the shit is feeding back through the microphone. And it
fucking up the audio.
It's fucking up. It wasn't sounding that good. So it was hard for me to really catch it, what them niggas was saying. But really in the building, it does seem like Briz got that motherfucker. Now the next battle was that John and Twerk?
Yeah.
It was John the Don and New Jersey Twerk.
No, it was not. It was Rum Nitty and T-Top.
It was Rum Nitty and T-Top.
Because I had went to go talk to Rum Nitty and they were micing him up.
All right. So it was Rum Nitty and T-Top. Heard some of Rum Nitty's rounds. The shit was fire. Like, the shit the nigga told me before the battle, I'm still thinking that shit. Like, and it's crazy, like I said, when you hear what the nigga's gonna say, because he said he was gonna say, you know, you be glorifying your trapping with the rap. What's all that? ain't you supposed to keep the pitching on the low? We need to keep the baritone down or some shit. It was something like that. And the shit was fire. And I was just like, bro, that shit was hella hot. And when he said it, it was hot. And like, it got the reaction. It got a bigger reaction that me and him both thought it was gonna get. Like, the motherfucker actually landed. Because I thought it was gonna go over niggas' heads.
That's how I felt about the both lines thing.
I don't think they got that one.
It hit though.
Yeah, I don't think
it got a reaction.
I don't think that shit hit as hard. But yeah, that both lines signal, flip it. I had to use switch the signal. I had to use both lines. Disconnect. Yeah, that shit was raw. That shit was raw as fuck. Now, I will say, in the building, it was looking like for sure Rum Nitty the first and the second round.
But T-Top's third round, T-Top's third round was probably the round of the night.
Yeah, like.
And I'm really, like, everybody, like, yeah, every round of the night, I felt bad. The nigga broke out the Walmart vest and was getting on the nigga for working at Walmart. I was like, ooh, this shit is ugly right now. And then he fucking ended this shit with the fucking jab at Tech 9. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was,
He went there.
Like,
and he went there the way he went there was about as tasteful and creative as you could do it. Like, nobody else should be allowed to do anything about Tech 9 because it's not going to be as good as what T-Top did.
And so this is my thing. When I was watching the battle, once again, nigga in VIP, it's a lot of shit going on. Niggas,
did you catch the Tech 9 shit?
No.
Okay.
Niggas is eating and drinking. What happened?
So at the very end of the round, he had this catchphrase, and I forgot what the catchphrase was.
The one that everybody was saying?
Yeah, saying back and forth.
Yeah, so that's what made me.
So at the end, he said something about that's something, and then it's like when you check out early to avoid your court date.
Oh, yeah.
And he was talking about Tech 9. And I was like, ooh.
So I didn't know. This is what I'm looking at it as. Rum Nitty was going in them first two rounds. T-Top was not. So I was really like, damn, this shit was over. When it came to the third round, I seen the nigga break out the Walmart shit, but I didn't know what he was going to do with it. And I don't know if I was sitting down, smoking, talking to somebody at the time, but I just heard the nigga going off and people start cheering and saying the shit, so I got up and I just probably really caught the end of it. But I'm pretty sure, and it's looking like it's gonna be Rum Nitty 2-1.
Yeah, unless you one of them motherfuckers that gives a nigga the third round that is so one-sided that he wins the battle, which if you do that, fuck you. Although that's how people say Lux won. But no, like 2 out of 3 of them rounds, Nitty won.
Then the next battle was John the Don versus New Jersey Twerk.
And this is where we start getting a little irritated at the crowd. Like, for real. Like, y'all be fucking battles up.
Yeah.
And not y'all, because y'all respectful niggas that watch us. But the niggas that is y'all's friends that y'all talk about battles with, that go to all of the events, y'all need to chill that shit out.
It's like, I'm not gonna lie. It was to the point to where I was like, man, I hope this shit ain't like this when Cassidy rap. Because I was like, I'm trying to actually hear what this nigga's saying. So
Twerk go, it's all good.
No, but I want to say,
oh, okay,
but before that, I'm pretty sure this was the time I was looking around and I'm just looking at niggas not pay attention to battle rapping. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at niggas and I'm like, bruh, what battles did you niggas, why did y'all come here? Like, what did you come to see? I'm like, is everybody gonna be quiet when Cassidy on there? I'm like, cause nigga, if it wasn't Cassidy and Goods the first couple of rounds, the first round, nigga, all those battles, niggas was talking. The crowd was talking. Like I said, we was in VIP with some niggas. Them niggas talking. Ain't even looking at the battles. I'm like, it was like a left side and a right side. It was hella niggas talking on the right side. I'm like, man, let me go way over here to the left so I can try to hear the shit, so I don't gotta hear these niggas' conversation and then try to hear the fucking.
You know what? I guess I lucked up because I was right behind. I was on the other side of the VIP, and see what you was. So shout out to Don Q. Don Q's peoples.
Shout out to Don Q for sure.
Because now Don Q was studying these battles. Like, this nigga was intently watching these battles. The niggas he was with, much less interested.
Exactly.
Much less interested in what was going on.
That was big facts.
They were more interested in keeping him happy. So they was talking and chopping it up and then telling us about, and we're like, actually, you know, nigga, like me, I just walked away and started, like, to focus on the battles.
Yeah, it was to the point to where them niggas was talking so much. Like, honestly, I didn't even hear the battle. That battle, I'm mad because I wanted to hear it. I know Twork probably won. Like, I know what happened, but I didn't hear the battle.
Once again, lucky enough to where we heard a lot of Twork's material before the battle. So when he was doing the motions and I could hear the glimpses, my brain could fill in the shit.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm like, okay, if that shit worked, because when I heard it, it was fire. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not a New Jersey Twork fan at all. I told the nigga really, I ain't really say nigga, I'm not a fan. I was just like, I want to ask him, like, why do you be pausing a lot and shit like that? And he was like, he don't think he paused. I don't know, we might do a compilation video and put that shit together just so he can see what the fucking nigga was talking about. But when he was spitting his rounds, for one, the nigga didn't write this shit. When we got there and seen him on Thursday, they were staying wherever they were staying at, the nigga had a round and a half ready. And he was walking outside, nigga, with a cup of Hennessy, nigga, trying to think of some shit. And every once in a while, he'll think of some shit. He'll think of some shit, walk back over to niggas and say what he was thinking, and you'll just hear people be like, ah! That shit is crazy.
The next day,
same shit happened.
This nigga had on the same clothes and 3 rounds.
Oh, yeah.
It was the most amazing shit.
That was true.
And fire. Like, it was like spitting the shit, fire, nigga.
And he told me he don't write for battles. The last battle that he wrote for was Rum Nitty. And I had to tell that nigga, good answer. That was a great fucking answer.
So his shit was hitting.
So yeah, Twork shit was working, nigga.
Now, John, poor John, once again, he got to this part where his bars started to have substance. He was pausing, he wasn't rapping in the cadence that the crowd wanted. And they started booing this nigga. I'm like, how are y'all booing John in Atlanta? I was literally flabbergasted.
Yeah.
And so, as hard as it was to hear anyway, once they started booing, it was just damn near impossible to hear
something happened in the third
saying.
round. What happened in the third round?
So, in the third round, I'm really realizing how much better vantage point I had. So, in the third round, Twork had Jackboy Maine.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Start rapping at John. And some of John's people got heated at the shit that the nigga was saying. Or something was happening.
I don't even think the nigga got to say anything.
So, but they got heated, and it was, once again, it's not the niggas, it was the niggas with the niggas that was causing all of the problems. And then, all right, I don't know how this editing thing is going to work, but I had to put my phone on Do Not Disturb mode.
John's niggas.
Yeah. All of them motherfuckers would just not calm the fuck down.
No, they wouldn't. And like I said, we was in VIP with Don Q. Look at my shit. Ice City 510 on Instagram.
I don't know what I have on there for me, but I'm Uptown Jackson.
You'll see it. I think it's a VIP or some shit. It's in my highlights and my stories. But like I said, Jackboy Maine was there, and I must say, I think that nigga is a certified nigga. Like,
them niggas was
I'm gonna tell y'all niggas right now, I'm from Oakland. We do not have no Bloods and no Crips out there. It's just niggas from the same hood that been rocking with each other from the same block. You might have a partner that's from over here and y'all fuck with each other, but it ain't nothing like no Bloods and no Crip shit. These niggas with these handshakes, it's like, yeah, I almost want to be in the game just so I can do the handshake. It was so fucking synchronized and set up, and I'm like, damn, nigga, I'm in a whole Blood section. I ain't even know it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it.
These
So
like
you know what I'm
certified
saying?
ass.
Yeah, so shout out to Jack Boy, man. That's a real ass nigga, man. I mean, I don't really care too much for his battle raps. He always got one good solid ass round, but in real life, that's a real ass nigga, and I would probably never question none of the shit that the nigga say. So that's on that. But so far as the John and New Jersey twerk, it was looking bad for John. He didn't. He was at the face off and then he left and said he had to go do something. I don't know what was going on, but you know, I'm pretty sure Twerk did his motherfucking thing, and we will see that shit when it come out.
Yeah, Twerk did his thing. What was the next battle?
K-Shine. Let me see you later. K-Shine and Tay Rock.
This battle made me sad. This battle made me sad, like when I watched Avengers Endgame, but that's a whole nother video. Shout out to fucking Tay Rock.
And not sad because
he a real ass
people
nigga.
died, like sad because
I'm sad because Tay Rock lost.
it could have been better.
Tay Rock lost. Fucking.
So look, here you go. Let me say this about Tay Rock. Fuck with Tay Rock.
Heavy.
Yeah, I fuck with Tay Rock heavy. Niggas like to say this nigga lose, and he loses a lot. It seemed like he loses a lot in the fucking building. Tay Rock loses a lot in the building. Like, I don't know how, but he do. And if he win in the building, he definitely won on camera.
Yeah, for sure.
If he won in the building, he won on camera.
He killed it on camera.
That's exactly what that means. But I don't know how this works. I don't know how if the nigga wins on camera, he definitely won in the building, but he can also lose in the building but win on camera. I don't know how that works. But with Tay Rock, I guess that's the special thing that he got with the URL.
Yeah, and I hope to God, man, I hope to God on camera it looked different.
But here go another thing. The crowd couldn't really hear shit. Once again, niggas was talking during this battle. I'm like, is y'all only here once again, I keep asking myself, I'm like, well, they must only be here to see one battle, because, like, when is these niggas really going to be quiet for me to hear some shit? So, I can't even remember who went first or second. But
Tay Rock went first.
I can't even remember what he said. The nigga didn't give me, now, Tay Rock didn't give me no.
Yeah, we didn't hear shit.
We didn't hear shit from Tay Rock. So, once again, I don't know what he said.
He was typical
I know
Tay Rock. And
I know he was, but
I'm trying to remember some of the shit that he said.
There's certain lines that he say that be hard as fuck, and it's like, I didn't get to catch none of those. But what I did catch was body language.
So yeah,
I caught a lot of body language.
Yeah, he was saying dope shit. I can't remember any of it, but I just can't. I never do. But K-Shine went, nigga, and it was just another fucking level. And I can't even remember, but this nigga said something, and I remember, nigga, I walked out of VIP and walked back into my booth. Nigga, I walked all the way to the wall and all the way back, because whatever the fuck he said was so hot. And I almost, to the point where I want to get the fucking video on demand just for this battle and the Cassidy battle. Actually, I'm thinking about just getting the pay-per-view now, so we can actually do an on-camera analysis of who really won. Because we really do need to start a series about who really won.
Yeah, because, like, that shit was crazy. And like I said, I didn't really catch what these niggas was saying, but I was catching the body language. I don't know if it was the second round or the third round, but I started looking at Tay-Rock, and I'm like, what the fuck going on with this nigga? I'm like, is this nigga about to throw up? Do we need some air? I'm like, I can just tell he didn't have his normal posture or nothing. He was trying
because nigga, he knew K-Shine was barking on him. Like, it was, like I said, it was bad. It wasn't, and the thing is like, Tay-Rock was good. It wasn't like he choked or his shit won't there. It was just that K-Shine was on one.
Yeah, so it was, and like I said,
that K-Shine might have beat Geechee Gotti and got champion of the year.
I don't know what the fuck, but in the building, this time too, I don't know. Yeah, Tay-Rock might be taking this L.
You just gotta be real and not lie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's how he is. That's exactly how he is. Like, Tay-Rock for sure might be taking this L. I'm pretty sure it was in the third round when K-Shine was rapping and I was looking at Tay-Rock, or it was either the third round or the second round. That nigga was looking like he was about to throw up or some shit, and then it was like, and
they got into it about if this nigga was Zip 'em Up gang or this, that, and the other.
Or not if he was about to throw up, or if it was a shortage of breath, or he was too hot. It was looking like something was going on with him to where the nigga wasn't his normal self. Yeah, he didn't have as much energy as he had the night before, so I was like, man. He didn't have as much energy as he had the night before, so honestly, to me, it was just looking bad for Tay-Rock that night in the building. I hope it's different on camera.
I really do, but I don't think it is.
This got wax in it.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I smoke?
Oh, it might actually.
My bad, we was having blunt malfunctions. So yeah, so that battle, it was looking like K-Shine might have got that one. I don't know if it's 3-0, 2-1. I just know it's looking like K-Shine might have got that battle.
Last.
Now here go the battle everybody waiting to see. If you just motherfuckers just put in the comments, nigga, you want to hear about Cassidy and Goods? I don't know what these niggas doing. Why they walking up in the middle of the street like that? Niggas like, if you want to hear Cassidy and Goods, just skip to 9 minutes, because that's when they talk about it.
Well, don't say it.
Oh, I'm tripping. I'm high. You want to know why I said that? Because we did this video in 3 parts. So don't pay no attention to that. I don't know how editing gonna work on this. But the night before, niggas was talking about this shit. They didn't know if Goods and Cassidy was gonna go third, second to last. They felt like them niggas should have went last or whatever. I honestly felt like, here go about that. I feel like they should have went third or fourth, and they shouldn't have went last. But I feel what niggas was saying about the whole Cassidy shit. Niggas came there to see him. You want niggas to stay, blah, 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 blah. And I remember being there, and Jay Black and them niggas was like, should Cassidy go first or second? They was like, Cassidy should go first. And I sat there, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like being around, I ain't never really seen Jay Black like that. So I was like, damn, man, this is really, and it was 2 fan niggas there too, just listening to whatever he said. And for some reason, I don't want to say I got starstruck, but I didn't get starstruck. I didn't say nothing. And I wanted to be like, I feel like Cassidy should go second. And the reason I felt like Cassidy should go second is because the anticipation is so high that if he come off the first round and he does just okay, it's gonna be enough to carry that momentum for the rest of the night. But the nigga went first, and this is what happened.
So Cassidy goes first, and the crowd is loving it. And he's got bars, and he's doing shit. He had bars. I mean, they weren't like metaphysical, but he had some bars, and he had a "Do you believe in a parallel universe?" shit, which actually hit.
Yeah, the Jack in the Box, Jack.
Like to the point where niggas in my section that had bet on it was like, "Oh yeah, nigga,
give me
my 200, give me my 200."
Yeah, yeah. That's I mean, like that's this is the crazy part. That was crazy. This is the crazy part to me.
And then Goods goes.
No, let me just finish saying about the first round. Yeah, the first round. I'm not saying Cassidy had a crazy first round, and he probably rapped for like 7 or 8 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the shit too was niggas in the crowd was reacting. He was bringing his shit back. It ain't like he just rapped straight through. He had pauses and shit. It's just like if Hitman Holla was to be doing a round or some shit. His round really ain't that long, but them remixes and them niggas yelling and him wanting to bring it back and do all that shit, that causes a round to be longer. So Cassidy first round was probably like 7 minutes. It was some cool shit.
But he also had some random shit that it sounded like it should belong in like the middle of a song.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he had like a 7-minute round. Some of the shit was cool. Some of the shit wasn't that cool. And he actually had some good material in there. So for that, like, it was pretty cool. Like he said, it was to the point to where niggas in the row was like, nigga, give me my money, we bet it back, nigga. Nigga talking about they was gonna boo this nigga or whatever. He couldn't do the shit or blah, blah. Give me my money. Goods went. Goods had, okay, and this is what I want to say too. This is the first time, nigga, the whole fucking venue was quiet, nigga, when Cassidy rapped that first round, nigga. It's the only time that it was fucking completely quiet in that whole fucking venue.
You heard every word that nigga said.
You heard every word that nigga said. It was not like that none of the other times. Not no other battles was it like that. This was the only one round that it was like that, and Goods round too. So when Goods went, Goods had a Goods round. He did a Goods round. It was, he came in with his opening, like with the damn homie. 2006, you was the man, homie. Said some shit about Swiss Beats. Then he's had a couple of bars in there about driving, having a chauffeur, and you know what I'm saying? He had some regular good shit in there. Like Goods was Goods. He did him. And in that first round, I would edge the first round to Cassidy. Or not even edge. I would give Cassidy the first round just off of, I remember, I was saying if Cassidy has a debatable, a lot of people were saying this, if Cassidy has a debatable, he wins the battle. So honestly, I don't feel like Cassidy should have did cool not one round. He shouldn't have did good. It shouldn't even been around to where he got more reactions in this round than Good did. And he was rapping better than Goods. Goods came out with an angle in the round. He stuck to a time limit. He was strictly professional battle rap. But was it the best Goods? No, it wasn't. So I'll get a first round to Cassidy. I don't know who he'll get a first round to.
You know what? I wasn't sure in the building, and I'm still not sure. That round, well, I guess this is what I was saying now that I'm eloquating it out loud. Like he said, all Cassidy had to do was make it debatable and sound like a battle rapper. And he did. And he did that very well. So in that respect, yeah, I gotta have to get the first round to Cassidy. But it was fucking close.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
but because it was close, I gotta give it to Cassidy. Because he didn't come out with a bunch of fucking whack shit. He made it debatable, which in that case, you gotta kind of give it to him.
Yeah. And it's not like Goods' first round was his best round. Now the second round.
This is where the breakdown starts.
Cassidy fucking goes on and he says something about Goods' daughter being in the R. Kelly next video or whatever. You feel me? And I don't know if niggas was cheering. I can't remember if niggas was cheering and niggas was like,
yeah, they cheered for that. They was like, oh, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, exactly. So they was fucking with it. But after that, he started saying some shit. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is where kind of Cassidy was not doing cool to me. Now, I did know he was gonna have some shit in there about saying you gay and you a fag and da-da-da-da-da. And he wasn't gonna change that about himself. Like, that's his style. That's what he was gonna do. But when he was saying the shit like, you look like you got butt shots in your face, like shit like that, that wasn't really all. It ain't super weak when you think about it. But it ain't really all that raw. It's just him talking shit.
And I guess,
you know
what? His second round was supposed to be fire, but they started booing.
Yeah. He couldn't even get
his shit off.
He couldn't even get his shit off. And that's the thing, like, if this is what I wanted to say. If the nigga lost, let the nigga lose. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to stop the fight before it's over. Cause you think the nigga's getting knocked down or whatever like that. Like, the nigga started getting booed so much to where he was, honestly, he was doing the water shit. Cassidy was doing the water shit. Nigga, like, hold on, hand me the water. And I'm like, ooh, damn, they got him doing the shit. Like, nigga, you feeling what it's like. You feeling what it's like to be under that pressure. And the nigga was trying to get it back, but he couldn't. Now, in total respect, before anybody say anything, this is battle rap. This the type of shit that happened in battle rap. You can't get mad at it. The battle rapper that we got to look at is Averb. Averb battle in New York, get booed. He know he gonna get booed.
And he go out there
and he
like
go out there
soldier.
and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Like a fucking warrior.
He had to experience the shit, do all the shit and all that. He know how to adjust to the crowds. Not saying anything in Cassidy defense, but Averb has that. Now, don't no other battle rapper got that shit like that. That they get booed when they go out and them niggas still battle rap. That shit is fucking, it don't happen to a lot of niggas.
Yeah, very few battle rappers would have been able to get their shit off going through what Cassidy went through.
Yeah, so he's still trying to go through his shit. But these niggas continuously booing this nigga and not letting him get his shit off. It's to the point to where he can't even say a line and get into, you know how a nigga say something and he breaking into a mode and he said a punch and y'all was like, oh, and then he started doing a whole bunch of other shit and y'all, the crowd be cheering and he got to bring it back and y'all, like, he didn't even get a chance to do none of that shit because niggas was booing so much that it was senseless. It was like, we was around niggas that was just waiting to boo the nigga, honestly. It was niggas in the crowd. Like my partner said, it was New York niggas in the crowd. Like, yeah, it was niggas in the crowd. Like, he said a line, and they probably didn't catch nothing, and it was like one or two niggas that was like, boo! And then after that, the boos start coming, for sure. Boos coming, niggas booing, blah, blah, blah. Cassidy couldn't finish the second round. Good second round was his best round that he had.
And he had a pause, and they started to boo him, and he turned it around and finished the punch, and it was a wrap after that.
Yeah, he said something about adjusting the silencer and killing the crowd or some shit. Something he said to where he reversed the booed around and it turned into cheers. And it was like, and I'm not gonna lie, he did it that round. Goods did his motherfucking thing the whole battle. He did him, basically. And that's why I can see why niggas is like, it's hard to 30 the nigga. Because if he do him, it's either going to be a good battle or he going to win. So he didn't choke. The nigga went in. He didn't stumble up. He did him. And honestly, them niggas was trying to boo the nigga.
But he won't having it.
But he wasn't having it. And so it's to the thing to where, once again, this is battle rap and the crowd does come with the shit. But it's to the point to where niggas was letting the crowd decide the battle.
Yeah.
and not the actual. The battle wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? Like the crowd.
Yeah, literally, crowd control won this battle. It wasn't a battle of who had the better material. It was who had the better control over the crowd. Who did the crowd want to win?
Yeah, exactly. And the crowd was on Good's side. And it's like, the shit Goods was saying, the hardest shit he said was, I ain't gonna lie, this shit was hard. This nigga talked about the nigga being a hustler on the beat. And he was like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about going gold on the record. I really went gold in the streets. Like, that was some of the hardest shit. If Goods would have had more shit like that, the whole battle, it would have been bad for Cassidy.
It wouldn't have mattered what Cassidy would have said.
Yeah, or not. Yeah. That wouldn't have mattered. It would have been bad. That type of shit was personal. It was dope the way he put it. He flipped like niggas can really feel that shit. Like you felt that. The shit he was talking about him and AR Ab and being in a hotel and R. Kelly's, that's the same shit that's like niggas talking about DNA, not having a tooth, missing a tooth, and
retarded mama
and shit. Like it don't matter how many times you flip it or battling a white boy and keep calling him a white boy or a cracker. At a point, it don't really matter how many times you flip this shit. We done already heard 1,000 times, but the crowd was fucking with it. So in the building, this shit was working. It was working in the building. So Goods definitely hands down. I don't know what Cassidy would have did in the second round, but I'm pretty sure after Goods' second round, it would have been hard for Cassidy to come back for that. That's another reason why I felt like he should have went second instead of going first. Jay Black. I just felt like that. Like, yeah, that was just crazy. Now the third round.
The third round, by this point, it had just deteriorated into the crowd making a bunch of noise while everybody was rapping. Yeah, to the point where I literally left and went to go do some drugs, to be honest with you. So I didn't hear too much of either one's third round.
All right, so let me get it down to it. The third round, I didn't really hear too much of anyone's third round either. All I know is by now, they wasn't letting Cassidy rap. Whatever this nigga had prepared or he wanted to do, Rum Nitty told me Cassidy had 6 rounds. He said Cassidy had 5 to 6 rounds ready to use to
locked
in, ready. And he heard like 4 of them, 5 of them. The nigga couldn't even do none of that shit. Now, if the nigga was gonna lose, let this nigga lose. Like,
yeah, like if he was gonna say some whack shit, let him say some whack shit and then be like, oh, what the nigga was saying was whack.
Yeah.
But let the nigga say it.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the whole thing. And then, yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, Smack wasn't trying to calm the crowd down. I don't remember hearing Smack or Beasley saying everybody chill out. This, you know what I'm saying? This what y'all, they didn't do none of that shit. Did you hear that shit?
I think they tried, but it didn't work. I think because they tried during the John battle. That's how bad it was. It was like, let these niggas rap.
Yeah, like, so they wasn't doing none of that. So this is the downfall I want to say. Cassidy was not personal enough with Goods. He was doing shit times. I was like, I can't wait to see it on footage where he was like, I remember seeing a nigga stand at the edge of the stage and do shit like this, like he was rapping to everybody in the crowd, and you ain't never seen a battle rapper do no shit like that, really. Like, you don't do that type of shit in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was to the point to where he was battle rapping and he was performing. And he tried to mix the two, and you can't do that. Like, so when the shit started really getting down to where the nigga started booing and talking about where he been and places he done flew to and shit like that, the shit might be dope, like when he's rapping and with the pen when you listen to it.
It may be great in a radio station.
But that shit wasn't working in that room. So I know that I'm glad the nigga got through his third round. Cause I still get to listen to it, and I'm gonna be able to be like, all right, the nigga said this, he put this. I get to decipher the battle rap part of it. But the only thing I really get to take in the battle rap aspect of this battle right now is the fucking crowd. That's the only thing I can take in. Like, I came out feeling bad for Cassidy because the nigga couldn't even rap his shit off. Like, it would have been totally different if the nigga Goods would have whooped his ass, and I'd be like, damn, this nigga Cass. I'm like, yeah, he don't need to rap no more. I'm like, shit, I'm like, he should damn near try to do RBE. I know RBE ain't gonna do him like that. They gonna let him get his shit off. So I was thinking like, cause I still want to see the nigga battle rap, cause I don't feel like he lost the battle rap
aspect of the battle.
Of the battle. He just lost
the crowd control part of it.
Like,
but it was to the point where couldn't even hear what the nigga was saying. So
in Goods' third round, I don't really know what Goods was saying that third round.
Cause niggas was talking and they won't. By this point, niggas won't focus. It was over. It was horrible.
Yeah. So in the building, this is really what happened. So like in the building, you can either say it's damn near it was 3-0 Cassidy or 2-1, but right after the battle, nigga T-Top came up. Yeah, Goods 3-0 or 2-1. But right after the battle, T-Top came up to us and was like, man, niggas bugging. Cassidy got that first round. And I was like, bro, I felt the same way. So I don't know how, I gotta see the shit on camera, bro. Like right now, to me, I'm going 1-1 and I'm going down to what the third is to really see what it looked like. But like I said, the first round, I feel like if Cassidy would have got the treatment he got in the second round or the third round, or Goods would have did what he did in his second round, if any of that would have happened in the first round, I wouldn't have gave the first round to Cassidy. But off that alone, I would edge the first round to Cassidy. In the second and the third round, to me, Goods got the second round for sure. That's no debating. In the third round, I got to see it again on camera.
Because the crowd was fucking shit up. So bad.
So
too bad.
I know Cassidy got his third round off. It's just, I gotta hear it. Like,
I hope Cassidy, I think he mentioned something about releasing his rounds on YouTube. And I hope he does it so niggas can hear that he actually had bars.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
like that.
Yeah, I hope that shit work. But you know, that was the card, man. The card was, like I said, it was set up to be really good. I feel like the battle rappers even prepared really well for the battles from the promotion. Like, they came in and did their thing. From Shotgun Suge to Chef Trez to, you know, John to Twerk to fucking, you know.
Rum Nitty and T-Top was the battle of the night, though.
Yeah,
battle of the night.
It was definitely.
And T-Top's third was the round of the night.
Yeah, it was definitely Rum Nitty and T-Top was the battle of the night for sure. I mean, Shotgun and Trez was good too.
Yeah.
They was good to start the shit off, like. But yeah, Rum Nitty, because Rum Nitty. So, you know, if he did good, it's some shit that's about to be said about what he was saying.
I can't wait to see that battle.
So, like I said, yeah, that's our prediction.
Or recap.
Well, recap, you know what I'm saying? That's how the shit went. Like, honestly, no bias shit. You know, like I said, in the building, it looked like Cassidy lost. Goods took it 3-0 or 2-1. On camera, I'm hoping it's different.
Yeah, like if that had been like a volume series, it would have been a completely different battle.
Yeah. But like, honestly, no lie, the crowd fucked up this battle for everybody. Like, the card was fucked up because of the crowd.
Yep.
And that's really the end. A lot of the battles came due now because they could have been, like, even the good battles that was good could have been way better if the motherfucking crowd wasn't fucked up. So, it's your nigga Ice City 510. That's my motherfucking recap.
It's your nigga Uptown Jackson. That's my recap. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want more content, get us more views. Tell your friends you gotta watch these niggas. They're hilarious or smart or whatever it is that'll get them to watch it. But we need the energy to release our energy.
Peace.